This is the PartyPoker.com World Open 4. Over $500,000 is the prize pool. The winner gets a massive $250,000 check, and the race is on.
Many days you're going to go home with less money than you started the day with.
It's a proper game. It's a strong game. It's a real man's game.
You make one mistake and you're walking through the exit door.
I think when I sit at the table, people are helping at Shepherd's Bay in the back of the trousers.
I wouldn't turn my nose up at 250,000, but at this precise moment, I'd just like to win it for reputation purposes.
It's all about the money, definitely. I'm not going to tell you otherwise.
A spot at the semifinals is up for grabs, and for our runners-up, there's a second chance to get it back in the turbo round. We are halfway through the heat stages. So far, champions have fallen, and the mighty underdogs have hit some fine form.
Unreal, man.
Wow, wow, wow. What chance?
Table, banter, and needles are guaranteed.
I'll bet £100,000 you didn't have sixes.
That's winning. Yeah?
Also, nobody knows how the pros' minds tick like Neil Bad Beat Channing. He'll be given his insights on the moves that grew to help you become a poker superstar. The players at the table tonight include multi-millionaire shipping tycoon Achilles Kalakis. Certainly isn't in it for the money, but the Don is determined to win a title and prove he has what it takes as a poker player.
I feel confident, but it's a very formidable lineup, so it's going to be tricky, to say the least.
European Open finalist Nick Perceau is the man in form, coming into the heat with a recent second at the GUKPT in Manchester. Can his newfound confidence lead him to victory?
Things went well for me in the Manchester GUKPT. I ran really well. I won all my coin flips. I kept sucking out on people all the time, and that's the way to do well in poker tournaments, everyone.
Ryan Fronda is a big name on the poker circuit and is on a roll, but the World Open is his nemesis. He's struck out twice before.
Last time I played these types of formats, I was exceptionally unlucky and I swore I'd never come back, so I don't know what I'm doing sitting here, but we'll find out.
The Steelman, Dave Broadhurst, made it to the semis in the European Open 4. He's calm and in control at the table, but you know that winning's the only thing on his mind.
Last time I played, I won the heat and went to the semi-finals. So I just think if it's my day, it's my day.
The only player to take European and UK Open titles back-to-back is the renowned Ian the Razor Fraser. He knows this game inside out, but he's yet to crack the World Open.
I'm always confident anyway. You know, whenever I sit down, I always think I'm going to win.
Richard Ashby, known as Chufty, has had a bit of form of late. He cashed at the EPT in Dublin and made it to the final of the UK Open 4, finishing in 4th place. He's no stranger to these formats, and he'll be working his charms with the cards.
I haven't actually done the best preparation for today's tournament. I had quite a late night last night, so I'm hoping that I'm just going to get a good run of cards and not have to work too hard for the win today.
Mostly a British heat, but you always know you're in for quality when the Razor Ian Fraser sits down. This, one of the few televised tournaments in this format he hasn't won. A man who knows his game well along with others is the Greek Fish. Now, Greek Fish, Fraser the favorite?
Yeah, he's got to be. He's got a phenomenal record in all these six-handed events, and he's got to be favourite today, yeah.
But a couple guys in form. I mean, Nick Perceau won 50 grand just yesterday.
Yeah, amazingly, yeah, he won 50,000 in one of these GP UK things up at Manchester. Done really well, and he must be in a confident mood.
He's got a little bit of form in this format. He made actually the final table this World Open when Liam Flood won it a couple of years ago, so he'll be looking to improve there.
Well, and the experience, Jesse, it goes for a lot in these six-handed events, and yeah, he's got every chance.
If you're going to find an underdog in this field, who is it?
Oh, there's two, but Ryan Fronda for me, you know, if he gets his game together and the other two have off days, then he's got every chance. And also Richard Ashby, big Omaha player, big online player, and he could do well also.
Well, we're only getting 2 cards here, not 4, though.
I'm going to go for the Fraser, as I would every time, because he has to be favourite whenever he sits down, but Ryan Fronda for an outsider for me.
Mostly Brits, it'll be big egos, and everyone gunning for that semi-final, of course. You can stack them however you want, but the yellow's still worth 1,000. The blues are 2, the reds 5K apiece. It's a stack of 100,000 per player with 600K on the table. Very much looking forward to this heat, Greek Fish, because a lot of these players seem to be in very good form, especially in this format of late.
Yeah, we've got players in good form, and on another subject, Jesse, I'd just like to say I come in for a lot of criticism last time I was in the commentary box with you, and unfairly I thought, so I'm going to try to make as few mistakes as possible today.
Listen, Greek Fish, you got to say it as it is.
Cool.
I like this play by Ryan now.
Well, it's nice because Fronda is somebody who has, I think, been self-critical that he's been a little too... Oh my
wow,
gosh.
look at this.
I was going to say, I mean, he's been self-critical that he's been a little too conservative in these things. He's given him a few spins. He's yet to get through. And now here he is, giving it a lashing.
That's a great card for Fronda here because Ashby must have a pop at this now.
He's got two pair. He thinks he's got to think he's ahead.
Yeah, but Ryan, you know, he can't believe his eyes at the moment. What a flop for him.
Well, it's all come perfect.
He doesn't want another heart here, though. If another heart comes, he won't get a dollar.
Jeez, I feel like you might have had to push him. If he raises there, Ashby's gonna have to re-raise, isn't he?
That's a terrible card for Ryan here, because he ain't going to get no more out of this pot now.
How did this pot get so small?
11,000.
Now, Ashby's going to think he's had a bad beat. Little does he know if that heart never come, and he could have been in a lot of trouble. I'm sure he's going to comment here, Jesse.
It's interesting bet size. I mean, it's obviously a bit defensive from Fronda's point of view, but it's turned into a very small bet.
Yeah, he's priced him in. He wants a call, but that's a great lay down. Well done. Not that he could beat anything, but I'm sure he thinks he got unlucky there. Little does he know, Jesse.
Broadhurst for first.
Raised 4,000 total.
It's a mini raise, but it
must represent something. Let's see. It's it's a 7-8 of spades. So it's the right time to play it now when the you know the blinds are very small, Jesse, and you can see flops. And if you're going to pull stuff like that, you have to do it now. But I see a different Ryan Fronda today. I mean, he wants to play the ace-2, albeit it's a small pot. I mean, he's the sort of guy that he could get away from an ace-high flop if he doesn't like his kicker anyway.
Couple pairs, Broadhurst with the lower one, but representing the bigger one. And Kalakis, it's not obvious what to do, or is it?
Well, if you're in Kalakis' seat now, you think, well, how's he coming out betting a 10? He's going to put him on a king. But, well, that's a nice call by Kalakis. Has he picked something up there that we can't see from him now?
Well, Greekfish, do you think maybe he's just calling to see what happens on the turn? If it gets bet again, he can be done with it.
I think that's exactly right, Jesse. You called that 100%. See, Broadhurst has to slow down now. Big style.
Achilles has a flush draw now as well. So many draws out there.
15,000.
That's a big... He's representing a king. But the problem he's going to find there is a kid has got a lot of outs. If he is up against a king, then obviously he's got a club to get, or a 10 or a queen. And I think he's priced in here to call.
Dave with the heavy stare, eyebrows over the glasses, and Achilles.
Well, I couldn't pass. If I was in Achilles' seat, I couldn't pass for that, you know, for that bet, for the amount of outs that he should have. And now Broadhurst can only fire and, you know, fire at the pot on the river, and if he doesn't, he's going to lose. It's simple. Well, that's perfect for Kalakis. He's going to be jumping up and down now, and he's going to think that he's going to get paid, but he ain't going to get paid. I mean, there's a bet would come here, but you can see the tremble there.
25,000.
And he can't call any raise, so Kalakis would be delighted just picking this pot up. And there's the familiar and groans, and then raise. We've seen this a million times for Kalakis. He's got to stop doing it.
It is, by the way, Greekfish, the nuts.